What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Sip Off, where we talk all things basketball and have drinks. We've got a jam-packed show for you tonight. We're going to be previewing the NBA All-Star Game. We're going to be talking about our Player of the Week, and we're also going to break down what's going on in the world of college basketball. Right now, I have my co-host Jahan Phillips in the house.
Yo, what up, though?
What's up? What's up? Love the screen name. You got to let everybody see the drip.
You know what I'm saying? Something slide. Larry Legend.
Right.
The hick from French Lick.
Definitely a legend. Perfect one for the pre-All-Star game festivities.
Yeah. You know, I love Larry Legend. He's one of my all-time favorites.
I gotta say, he's probably my favorite trash talker of all time because he would tell you what he's gonna do, and then he's gonna go out
and did it. I mean, I just think like this. He went out and played a game with only his left hand and scored more points than Kawhi Leonard has for his career in that game.
Right.
So, I mean, what can you say? What can you say about that?
But got a little bit of criticism from Tyler right now. He said, "Where's the Jordan gear?"
Listen, I couldn't rock the mic tonight. I had to go with my guy Larry Bird tonight. But happy birthday, Michael Jordan. Happy birthday, Jim Brown. Happy birthday, Tyler's dad. He shares a birthday with all the legends. How was the week though, Megan?
It was really good. I had a great week. It's been great for the Spurs. You know, we're 3 wins away from Popovich having the all-time wins record. So, just a matter of time. No more than 2 weeks at the most. We're not the greatest team right now, but we'll take any W we can take.
We're gonna take all the W's.
Definitely. Just wanted to get our coach the record. Now, he did say it wasn't important to him, but excited to see DeJounte have his first All-Star appearance. I'm super excited about that.
Okay. Well,
all right. I'm going to go ahead and bring our guest on. And Nate, I saw where you said that you were calling Anthony ugly as hell. Well, unfortunately, Anthony is not on the show tonight. He's got to work. But I will relay the message.
Nate, ugly as hell. Boy, ugly as hell, boy.
But first off, we got Will Vogel. What's up, Will?
I'm not talking
What's
to
up,
this
guys?
guy. You stop being aggressive. I'm not talking to this guy until he stops being aggressive.
He said you can't be aggressive with him, Will.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect.
I see how it is.
Perfect. All right. And we have someone new to bring on tonight. We got Chris Neal in the house.
What it do?
What it do?
How are you?
I'm good. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Doing fabulous, really well. Man. Doing awesome.
Doing great.
That's what's up.
And then we got our own in-house
game.
We got our own in-house ET. He's cold. He's in his blankie.
Snuggie. He's in his snuggie.
In his snuggie. I love it. Look, if I could be in my onesie right now, I would be, and I will be pretty soon, actually.
It's cold in my apartment right now. It's cold.
I understand. It's like 23 degrees here right now, so it's cold. All right, guys, we got Cool McCain in the house with us as well. What's up, Cool?
Big C.
Cool. What's really good?
How are you?
Ready to get to it.
What up, man?
Awesome.
Play
what up, Doja, huh?
Play cola.
Short call.
What's good, man? What's good, yo? Hey, shout out to them Denver Nuggets. Beat my boy last night. They ain't had to do him like that though, but it's all right.
We needed that win way more than y'all.
Hit the game winner, and then your boy had to turn it up a notch.
Actually, Monte hit the game winner.
Don't indulge him by saying y'all.
He hit the pre-game winner. Listen, Jahan. When I talk to Jahan now, I'm just gonna say y'all whoever we talking about because he like every team. So y'all are whoever we talking about.
Like Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, and that's it.
Yeah, okay.
And Kyrie and James Harden and
the Hornets,
LeBron and everybody. So everybody is his team now for me.
I don't like all them. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and the Hornets.
Everybody is.
Yo, we need a lie detector on Jahan.
He like the NBA.
No. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Okay, guys, we're gonna go ahead and bring in our other guests. We got James Tatum, Shicey, the Sip Off debater, winner last week. Oh no, not with
the champ is here.
The champ is here.
He tried to do the CD Lamb joint. He was like,
Y'all nasty. That's all I know.
the
That's
CD
Bill Clinton,
Lamb.
boy. That's that Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Oh, good question, Ruth. Hold on. We're
Nah.
gonna get our last guest on real quick. We got Detroit Dom. What's up, Dom?
Yo,
3-1-3. Free world.
My boy.
3-1-3.
Detroit
it's a
Dom.
blizzard in Detroit. It snowed like 5 inches in the last 3 hours.
Why you
After a
I'm
2-hour ice
jealous.
storm.
Why you look
Don't
like
be
a
jealous.
Why you like an 80s commercial? Richard Simmons head ass boy over here with this headband.
Because it's me, and it's me on my hoodie. It's me, and it's me.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Are you gonna play? Are you gonna play in the Celebrity All-Star game, Dom? That's what you look like you're about to appear on right now.
I would
Yeah.
love to yam on Kevin Hart. I'm sure I could.
He can't
No.
yam.
Right?
He ain't got
Yeah,
no handles. He
Yeah.
ain't got no handles. He ain't got no handles.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Alright,
show you
guys.
I'm gonna show you in Philly in April.
No, you're
I
not.
can yam a mini
No,
ball.
you're not. No, you're not.
Okay, so while Tyler is here, he's in the comments. Tyler, I know that I owe you 3 shots.
Do him now.
The Spurs. You said what?
Do him now.
All
You
back
wanna
to
do
back.
one? I got you.
Back to back.
Just one.
All right,
We can do
all right,
one.
all right.
You don't got to do
Okay, so
3
the
back to
Spurs
back.
lost- I have to do what Jahan says on these things because he always does what I say. It'll be Sunday morning at like 8:00 in the morning. Take a shot.
Yeah.
First woman on earth that's ever listened to Jahan.
Wow.
But he listens to me.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Okay,
no,
so-
there's
Yeah,
nothing
team.
in the contract
First
about
one, Tyler.
reciprocity.
All right, first one.
You chasing it with Four Loco.
I'm chasing it with water.
Did you really make that drink, Jahan?
Mm-hmm.
Forever unclean.
Look at that face. Of course he made it.
Forever
I was
Um,
like,
Megan,
telling you
doing
this as
that
a friend, Jahan. Like, I care about
All
you.
right.
I don't want to see you die during the sip off.
I'm not gonna die tonight. I promise. I'm professional.
No, I'm not doing them back to back. That's number 1.
Wow.
I know I'm being a weenie.
We.
All right, guys. On the topics tonight,
You're
though,
terrible.
we're gonna go around this way. So will be the first to start us off, and then we'll go around that way, and then Jahan and I will finish it off. So our first topic is going to be Luka, who got Player of the Week. Should not be surprising. I'm going to go ahead and let Will take off about what he's been doing this last week, and then the rest of us will chime in.
What more can you say? The guy's been a baller his whole career since he was in the Euro Leagues. He was the youngest guy to win EuroLeague MVP and EuroLeague Finals MVP. I think he was like 17, and he was playing against professionals. But
Yes,
this
he does,
guy
Courtney.
has had a hell of a week. He played against the Sixers, had a triple-double. Played against the Hawks, had a triple-double. Played against the Pistons, double-double. Played against the Clippers, 51 points, 9 rebounds. Against the Heat, double-doubles. Look at the Sixers. They're having a great year. Look at the Hawks. They're having kind of a down year, decent year. Pistons, no offense, Dom, middle of the pack in my eyes. Clippers,
We just ended an 8-game winning streak.
that was nice. I give you guys that. Clippers are one of those teams that can surprise a lot of people. Heat are a good team. And Luka's averaging 27 points per game, which is sixth in the NBA. He has 9 rebounds, which is 18th in the NBA, and 9 assists, which is 5th in the NBA, which is almost averaging a triple-double, which is
What up,
like prime Russell Westbrook. But this guy has been balling out. I've always been a huge fan of his, and sure, he's missing another scoring option like a Tim Hardaway Jr. and I know they got Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's going to be hard for them the rest of the way through. And I think it's going to be hard for them to win a first round playoff series. But this guy is just so much fun to watch, and I think he's must-see TV. I'm actually going to see him play in a month. So I think
Against the
he's
Hornets?
a great player. Yes.
Well, I
Oh,
mean, he's
man.
not fun to watch, but you definitely don't want him to slaughter your team, which he's very capable of.
Oh, I'm going for the Hornets, but I'm also hoping Luka goes off.
Okay.
I'm gonna go see a Mavs
All right.
game later this year too.
Against Detroit?
Yeah, I thought the game had already
That's a
passed, but
few-
it's in April.
It's a funeral.
I got to go
huh?
see my guy, Spencer Dinwiddie. That's my guy. But go ahead,
Yeah,
Chris.
I know you love the mayor. All right, Chris, what do you got to say about Luka?
James Harden.
James Harden?
that sums it up. Everything like James Harden.
Yeah,
They're looking like James Harden. I
might
mean,
as
no
well just stay
defense.
on.
I
Yeah.
think that.
Even the playoffs.
Just
Even
stay
the
on the
playoffs.
offensive end of the court.
Even the
Okay.
playoffs.
All right.
You're right.
Harden. So
It's
now
it's
we
white.
gotta
It's White
see
Harden.
if he's not gonna.
Turn whoever's got us on in the background. Turn me down.
Always me. Always me. Get the views running.
It's always you.
Get the views running. Hey, Darnell,
Okay.
where you at, man? Get on. ASAP, no Rocky.
So what's up? Y'all, what y'all on? Luka, James Harden.
Luka
That's
Doncic.
the sum up.
Okay. I mean, I can get. I will say that at least the numbers wise, and then the lack of defense, I could see the comparison.
I do too.
Yeah, I mean, and he's got to lead his team in that fashion the way he does, and we've seen Harden do that for a really long
And he
time.
go hard in the
except for
playoffs.
his time in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm. He go hard in the playoffs too, but he come up short.
I don't know about that though.
So far, it's been the story.
Are we talking about Luka or Harden?
Yeah, Luka.
Well, the only thing is Luka doesn't participate in the extracurriculars that James does. But I ain't gonna go
Are we
there.
talking about
I
the
ain't
city
gonna
bar?
Well, now because
Leave it
he's
at that.
in
Fine.
Dallas, so you
Nobody
don't know
cares
that.
that he
You don't
goes
know
to the
that.
strip
Dallas.
clubs. We like the
There's
shake
more
joints.
parties
It's
than
fine.
Houston.
Well, a lot of
That's
people
Dallas.
care apparently in Philly.
That's,
So
that's Snowtown.
They
That's
care
Dallas.
really that he goes.
one of the strip clubs in Philly posted a welcome James Harden and said,
Right,
"We
no, that's a
welcome,
good thing. It's
we
not a good
welcome
thing.
you with open arms and open,
And legs.
you
Yeah.
know,
That's I saw the post.
pretty funny."
Hey,
All right.
Shiesty over there quoting Creed. We welcome you with open arms and shit.
Oh wow, y'all gross. Joseph, what do you have to say, hon?
Mark Cuban paid to cover it up. Shark Tank, you know.
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank.
Mark Cuban, we need a sponsor, baby.
I just need a small $500,000 loan for my product.
Right. Go ahead, Joe.
But yeah, man. But Luka Cole just James Harden. That's it. That's all.
I would echo James Harden, but a little bit not as smart in the decision making when it comes to some of the clutch situations. I've seen him make some great plays, and then I've seen him make some really, really bad basketball plays that has put his team in some serious jeopardy. In no way, shape, or form is dribbling into triple coverage. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4 straight possessions into triple coverage and all turning the ball over or missing the shot is smart basketball. I think if he wants to get to the level that he keeps thinking he is, he has to realize that at some point in time, you do have to make a better decision as opposed to jacking up shots and then complaining because you don't get the call. You said out your mouth,
Making fun of my
the
misshaped
NBA
head.
is softer
Can I
than
interrupt this
EuroLeague.
dude right here real quick? I just want to interrupt.
Hold on. Let me finish
Hold
because
on.
you guys were
Let him
talking.
get his point out. Let
Hold
him
on.
get his point out,
Let
and
me
then you can
finish, 'cause
rebuttal.
All right, I just wanted to say this one thing while he was going on that tangent. He said jacking up shots. This man averaged 43 a game on this week that he's on right now. I just want to say jacking up shots and you averaging 43 a game. I'm gonna
It
take
don't
that.
matter because at the end of the day, he has made bad decisions that has put his team in situations that could have won. They
It
could
was
have
2-1 last week though.
It's not your turn, Jahan.
All right, go ahead,
You
go
go
ahead.
after me. You go after me.
Go ahead.
Mute Jahan.
Please.
Yes,
They
the
could
hick
have
has been
beat
muted.
those Clippers had he made better, smart decisions. And I think the problem is he's on a team that nobody's going to challenge him when he makes a bonehead play. I would have thought Jason Kidd being the coach, knowing the point guard that he was and knowing the guy that he was in the game, would have told Luka, calm down. I think he's a great player, but I don't think he's going to be the player that he can be until he learns that he cannot do it by himself. At the end of the day, they got rid of people that you wanted, and they brought people in that you wanted. So you have to make better decisions. People get so enamored with the scoring. They think he could score at an effective clip, and then he comes in at the end of the day. I'm not taking away from the fact that he can score. But the best of the best, the true legends and the winners of the game that keep winning consistently, they make the better play. And I don't think he does all the time. I like the guy, but I don't think he's the guy until he learns how to add that to his game.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all the major difference between Luka and James Harden and the decision-making process right there real quick. 22 years old, 32 years old.
Hold.
He's 22 years old.
Hey,
He's
before
22
you do
years
that,
old.
before you do that, Luka.
No, Megan hit it on the head.
He has been playing professionally since he was like
in Europe.
and fit since he was 15. I get that. Trust. I got notes on it, Jahan. Don't ruin my segment. Don't take my thunder.
What do they talk about in European ball though? Sharing the ball. That is like European.
But who he's supposed to pass to over there with Tim Harden with a broken foot? Who he's supposed to pass to?
I mean, look, Luka don't have nobody right now. Dorian Finney-Smith is who we got right now.
Would Kobe pass the ball?
Oh, you know what's funny?
Kobe said shoot that bitch.
Exactly.
It's
Can I
funny.
say something?
Hold on, but
Go
it's
ahead.
funny how it's funny how he mentions Dorian Finney-Smith on those 4 straight possessions. Dorian Finney-Smith was open on 3 of them, wide open. Did not care to see him. Did not pass it to him. Now, to the point about James Harden,
why he was
when
wide
James
open?
Harden was 22, he was coming off the bench as a 6th man for OKC, and they were making it all the way to the NBA Finals.
You know why he was wide open? Because that man can't be trusted to hit a bucket. That's why
He
he was
just
wide
hit a
open.
bucket the last game, and they won.
What bucket he hit?
Dorian
Far back.
Finney-Smith.
Show me the
Who's
The
bucket.
doing
only
that
reason why I
noise?
know this is because I did the over. He got over because he hit the wide open threes that was given to him.
Man, that man is a liability.
If Luka does not learn how to pass the ball to people in the right situations, he'll be like Kevin Garnett with Minnesota in his early years.
He getting like 10 assists a game.
Okay, we got to wrap it
Megan's
up on Joseph. James, go ahead and tell us what your thoughts are on Luka.
Oh, I was just gonna say when a lot of you guys were bringing up that Luka has nobody on his team. What about Jalen Brunson? That's been playing very well, and he's gotten better from last year to this year. He's gotten a lot better. So, I wouldn't say that he's playing with a bunch of nobodies, a bunch of bums, or anything like that. But he is a young player, and in the decision-making department, that's something that's gonna get better with time. So I don't think it's a major. It's nothing that the Dallas Mavericks should be concerned about right now. It's going to come with time, and Luka's electrifying. We know what he is. So, yeah.
I'm
as long as
not
he's with
muting
them,
y'all to mute y'all. I'm trying to find the feedback. Sorry, guys.
as long as he's with that, as long as he's with that franchise, they're going to have the chance to win.
I don't think it's Dom. No, I think it's Chris. There's a little bit of feedback.
Boot him.
No, we're not booting him.
Kidding.
I'll just have it muted in between your times on talking, just because there's a little bit of feedback. Or you can go out and come back in if you want to see if that fixes it, Chris.
Nice boot.
No boot. No boot.
Put the boot.
Now, hold on. Question, though, to James' point. They traded the player that they probably brought in for him because he didn't want to play with him, and Kristaps.
Mm-hmm.
That was somebody else that was an added piece that he could have had to deflect to.
I thought they were going to do something.
Porzingis is a unicorn with a broken horn.
I felt like they should have gone after some of the Pacers. Like they should have
like Sabonis would have been perfect.
Right, Sabonis.
I'll be real quick because everyone else pretty much said everything I wanted to say. He's White Harden. He's also young White Harden, so you get what you get. Go ahead, Cool. I know you've been itching to speak.
Are you saying great?
Oh, it's written all over your face, my guy. The floor is yours.
Well, man, I mean, you look at his averages, right? Look at his career average. He averages 25.9 points, 45.5% from field goals, 33% from 3-point. He averages 8.5 rebounds, 7.9 assists, a steal, and 0.4 blocks. To me, you look at somebody who's been in the league 4 years, also played overseas in European leagues, Slovenian leagues, where it's pass first, right? That's kind of how they're taught, how they play on that side of, the world. So for him to come to the league and average 7.9 assists. Now, granted, in 2021, he's averaging 9 assists, and they have gone up every year. But my thing with him is kind of to the point that Joseph made earlier. I think he needs to learn when to give it to a teammate, when to take the shots himself. He wants to be like the guy. He dominates the ball so much that it's difficult for other guys to get in a rhythm.
I agree.
And that's not, obviously part of that is he may not have a lot of confidence or trust in some of the guys that he has out there with him. But to what was just said a few moments ago, you had Kristaps Porzingis, you didn't want to play with him. He was a guy that could alleviate some of that pressure. Now, granted, he's another guy kind of like AD. It's always hurt, but he was a guy that, puts up points when he does play, and you didn't want him there. So you got back Spencer Dinwiddie, completely different kind of player. So Luka has to go in the office and advocate to get better players in this organization to play with him. He doesn't do that, and he just sits there and wants to be solo dolo king of the stats. They're not going to ever get any further than they are right now.
Cool. Question for you. Now, to your point, in Euro leagues, they talk about passing all the time, but there's always one player that is a head and shoulders above everyone else and is always the main scorer. He was that player. He was that player on those Euro teams that while he did pass the ball, he was the primary scorer. I honestly think right. Thank you, Nate.
You think what? What do you think?
Sip off Blanky edition.
But I think Cool is spot on with that. He has to know at one point in time, you have to make it. One of the greatest reasons why you can't sit here and give LeBron James praise for being who he is because he knows how to score and knows how to make the right play, but yet say Luka can be okay by not always passing the ball and making the right play. You got to make the right play at some
credit
point
for
in time.
anything.
Are we all wearing blankets now?
No, we're not.
It's such a trip. Okay, but I'm
Come
going.
on,
I'm
Cool. Go get your blankie.
Linus from the Peanuts cartoon. That's funny.
I appreciate you guys.
Okay, but here's the thing. Like y'all might be critical of what he has going on, but I don't think that y'all can deny how much this man is balling. And so real quick, I'm gonna hit y'all with a few stats. He has the most career triple doubles by a teenager in the NBA history. He broke Jason Kidd's Mavericks franchise record of most triple doubles with 22 in just 122 games. He has the most triple doubles in a season, 17 before turning 22. Previously, it was Ben Simmons with 12. Youngest player in the NBA history to lead the league outright in triple doubles at 21 years old, previously held by Magic Johnson. 20 straight games with at least 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and the most since the 1976-77 ABA-NBA merger, previously held by Michael Jordan, 18 consecutive games. First player since Tim Duncan to be selected all-time or all-NBA first team in a player's first or second season. Second fewest games played to record 35 career triple doubles, previously held by Magic Johnson. 3 fewest games played to reach 4,000 career points since Jordan and Shaq. That is just one section, y'all. That's one section. These are all his achievements in the NBA since then.
And he's only 20.
This is the part that I hate because I have to agree with Jahan. All those stats are impressive, but it's like he's such high usage. He better be putting up those
but here's the thing though. Is that Luka's fault or is that the fault of the people that are building the team around him?
Can I answer that?
Is that front office? Is that coaching? What is that? Go ahead.
I answer that?
They got rid of the coach.
Luka's the star of the team. We agree on that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So if we agree that he should
until
start on the
trade
team,
deadline.
we should also agree that he has some sway with the front office. Not necessarily he's a decision maker, but he has some sway with the front office.
I'm dead. Hold on. I'm sorry, cool. He did. He just beat that motherfucker.
I thought I saw that at the corner of my eye, but I was gonna keep on moving past it, right? But yeah, it's all good.
I've hung out with Spencer before. He is a trip.
Yeah, JJ, come on, man.
Oh, chill. Oh, God. My
Okay, go.
eyelashes going to come off with that shit.
JJ, wow.
I'm going ape
JJ,
shit.
we know JJ's wow. I'm just saying, like, he should have some sway over the decision making. So to an extent, you at least got to be like, is he going and saying, look, bro, I want this dude, I want that dude.
What to do?
But he can make suggestions, right? I'm not saying you tell an owner what to do because it's not LeBron.
Mr. Shark Tank.
But I'm saying he wants to win, right? So if you go and you say, Mark, I think if we bring in these two dudes or whoever, that they will play well with my game, blah, 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 blah.
When they brought in the unicorn.
But was that his decision or was that
I don't
Cuban's
know,
decision?
but I felt like at the time it seemed like a good decision. Like everybody sat there and said when he tore his ACL when he was still with the Knicks, everyone was just like, you know, that it was a blessing in disguise because it was going to get him out of New York, right? And
well, everybody didn't say that.
Lots of people did.
Yeah, but everybody did because I didn't say that.
Okay.
My turn.
Well, obviously it was the start of his problems with injury. So I get what you're saying. To me, very similar build to KD, and he's going to be similarly injury prone because he doesn't have enough meat on his bones to take a charge when someone's coming through.
100%.
That's always ultimately the problem. They're 7 feet and they're built like a beanpole, you know, like that's just the facts of how they're built.
Agreed.
So,
I missed that part. Who are you referencing?
So my question to you, Megan.
Porzingis.
My question about Luka
100%.
and everything is
Unicorn with a broken horn.
No, Jahan's turn is next. We got some.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jahan.
All right, so I just want to throw out since January the 29th, Luka Doncic has had only two games that were under 30 points. No, 3 games under 30 points. And in that third game, it was 28. However, since January 29th, his worst scoring output was against Atlanta on February the 6th. And Luka Doncic had 18, 10, and 11 in that game.
And that's still a triple-double.
Right. It's still triple-double. Correct, sir. Thank you, sir. However.
But did they win?
No. Hold on. Hold that thought. Then, wow, Tyler, come on, man. You know I had to go with Larry Legend. My boy.
I'm gonna agree with Jay.
February 17th, today, this is his second lowest scoring output since January the 29th. Thus far, this is his second lowest scoring output since January the 29th. He has 19 points in 12 minutes, by the way.
So my question is,
in
can
12
you win an NBA championship based off of just scoring alone?
No. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is y'all sit here and say, look, the man is a choker. All right. Mavericks franchise got rid of Kristaps Porzingis. Gone.
Because he wanted it.
Porzingis.
He was a locker room problem.
Porzingis is gone. Boom.
But supposedly so was Dinwiddie towards the end there in Washington, which I don't believe.
Tim Hardaway is his team's version of Anthony Davis. He stays hurt, consistently hurt. Right or wrong?
Who? Tim Hardaway or Porzingis?
Tim Hardaway Jr.
I got a question.
Consistently hurt.
Can't compare him to AD.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is like AD
player, not even course.
No, he doesn't.
However,
this is his first major injury.
I'm just asking. That's what I'm just asking. I'm asking for clarity.
Don't get mad, Will. Jahan's an idiot.
I'm asking for clarity.
No. He's not. I'm not gonna say, oh, he just never gets hurt. Obviously, he's hurt right now.
Right.
But he broke his foot in an atrocious.
I'm asking for clarity. Who does Luka Doncic have as his number 2 right now?
right now?
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for sure.
What is Brunson giving him? Does anybody know off the top of
What-
their head?
Probably
Like
like
14,
14
15, 16 points a game.
16 points, shooting 36%.
That's the same that Tim Hardaway Jr. was
5
doing.
assists.
Which is what
If
Tim Hardaway
Dinwiddie
Jr.
gets out, if Dinwiddie gets out of his funk, he'd be the second best scorer.
All right.
Yeah,
Off
but
the
he's
bench.
in a-
Y'all are
he's in a
asking
funk,
this
that's
man.
the
Y'all are
problem.
asking this
In a
man not
funk.
to jack shots.
Oh,
Y'all
That's a
asking-
whole nother conversation. That's
Y'all
a
asking
whole
this man
nother
not to
Okay, I got a
conversation.
question though.
Hello. Y'all are asking this man not to jack shots when your second option right now is giving you 15 a game.
Right.
Yes
Okay,
or
but
no?
I'll say, yes, you're right. You're right.
Well, when there's
You're right about that.
16
I got
to
one question,
17
though.
shot disparity, how
Not-
much
not-
can you get? That's to the point of
Not
what
every
Tua
team
was
has
saying.
two
You can't
legitimate
get into
stars.
rhythm. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask
Yeah,
you a
yeah,
question.
yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, y'all.
What is the
You can
greatest
pass.
asset? Not for anyone that's a fan of LeBron. What's the greatest asset that he has? He can score and he can do what? When it's a clutch situation, he makes the right play at the right time. Luka
I don't
does
agree
not
that
do
that's his
that.
greatest asset. You know what LeBron's greatest asset is to me? His availability. LeBron doesn't miss games.
Off the
That-
court
I agree
contribution.
100%.
Till the last
But
2 seasons.
It's knowing when to pass and knowing when to shoot.
Yeah, but LeBron
Cool,
doesn't
he-
miss games. His
Cool, he's
availability.
45 years old.
I disagree.
Do you
LeBron's
really
greatest
expect him to
asset
play
is his
82
basketball
games? He's
IQ.
45.
He ain't
Even
45,
then, the
37.
reason why
Oh,
you've
you've seen his birth certificate?
successful. Because can we argue, if we're to Jahan's point, can we argue that this Lucas team is similar to the Cavs of 04, 5, 6, and 7, where it's just LeBron and by himself?
He had Larry Hughes. Larry Hughes
They're
was
not
giving
that
him-
bad.
Jalen
Come
Brunson
on,
and Larry
man.
Hughes averaging the same point total.
Boo
You can't have
Jahan
it
just
one way,
put
have
out
the other
Larry
way.
Hughes.
Nah, they're not.
Okay, so now that everybody's
Megan.
spoken about Luka, now
That's
that everybody's
disrespectful.
spoken about
That's
Luka,
disrespectful to Dallas Mavericks.
okay, but now that everybody's spoken about Luka, he was Western Conference Player of the Week, regardless of what any of y'all think. If you
Congratulations.
think that.
And he deserved it
And
100%.
last week he moved into the number 10 spot of triple doubles of all time, and the man is 22 years old. He's been in the league since 2018. That is fucking ridiculous. No
Can I
matter
ask you
what
one
Yes.
question?
He's
about-
sweet.
Agreed.
we done
If
we
he
done with Luka. We done with Luka. We done with it. We moving
In
over
the
to
90s,
college.
I don't think so, but agreed.
Okay, we're moving
He's
over
sweet.
to college right now. Jahan, talk to us about the men's. Talk to me about what's going on
right,
with the
so-
top 20, with the top 25. I know that Kentucky is giving you all kinds of grief right now.
They
Y'all
lost
not in
the
the
other night.
top
I just wanna say-
25.
I just want to shout out the Kentucky lost to Tennessee this week.
And
Like Megan been parading this Kentucky team in my face. Look, Kentucky is top 5 in the nation right now. Currently, come Monday, they will be not top 5 anymore because they just lost to the
okay, but they
Tennessee.
still gonna be top 10. Where UNC? Where
Can I-
they at? Where they at?
I can't say nothing.
Hold
Look,
on, Megan. Ain't he the one that was? Remember last year he was all bad about the Pac-12, and what are the Pac-12 doing now? 3 of the top
They end up
15
winning
teams
it.
are Pac-12.
I mean,
Can I-
congratulations. The Pac-12 finally did some shit. Thank
I
you.
took my eye off college basketball for a second. How's Auburn number 2?
Oh, okay.
They're not-
So
Bruce
Auburn,
Pearl's got 'em
Auburn
rolling.
been hooping. Okay, so and real quick, I'm gonna run down the top 25, and then everybody can chime in what they think about college. Jahan, you gonna go in and lead us in it. So we'll start
All
with
right.
you after I
All right.
run the top
All
25.
right, go ahead.
Okay. Number 1, Gonzaga. Number 2, Auburn. Number 3, Arizona. Number 4, Kentucky. Number 5, Purdue. Number 6, Kansas. Number 7, Baylor, who just got beat by Texas Tech last night. Number 8, Providence. Number 9, Duke. Number 10, Villanova. Number 11, Texas Tech. Number 12, Illinois. Number 13, UCLA. Number 14, Houston. Number 15, Wisconsin. Number 16, Tennessee. Number 17 is USC. Number 18 is Ohio State. 19, Michigan State. Number 20, UT. Number 21, Murray State. 22, Wyoming. 23, Arkansas. 24, UConn men. 25, Alabama. Go ahead, Jahan.
All right.
UConn.
I just want to shout out my Tar Heels, even though they fucking pissed me off last night, boy. Losing to Pittsburgh. What in
Terrible.
the fuck is that?
Language.
Like, no, you know what? This is a
No,
family
we
show.
don't care. No, we don't care. This is sip off. Y'all
This
know
is
we
a family show anyway. Like,
Goddamn,
look,
dog.
Y'all just don't make it.
Oh,
Don't
you
make
guys-
it the focus of what you have to say. Like,
your kids listen to Eminem, they listen to worse. Anyway, shout out Eminem for Dylan at the Super Bowl.
Okay, come on, Jahan,
Tyler,
prove a
number 3.
point,
Halftime
and then
show
I
was
can
tough.
say something.
I just want to say, Tar Heels looked terrible last night.
We talking about the Tar Heels?
Yeah, of course.
Bruh.
Every
Oh
every
my
show with
God.
the Tar Heels. Every show.
I'm a
with the
Tar Heel fan too, but dude,
But I'm
Don't
just
interrupt.
saying, we starting every show with Tar Heels. They looked terrible last night. 18-8 on the season. It looked bleak. NCAA tournament chances look bleak. First year coach looked bleak. However, get off that. All right. Duke. All right.
they
Big time.
narrowly won.
And they narrowly beat Wake Forest last night, or no, 2 nights ago, Tuesday night, excuse me. I'm not doing nothing, man. Nothing major.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing major. All right. You know what I'm saying? All
Prove
right.
your
You could
point,
say
Jahan.
you could say God, Will. You could say fuck. You can definitely say God.
Hold on, man. I'm gonna let my man Will talk because he itching to talk. Go ahead, Will. I'm come back.
I appreciate
the
that,
camera.
fam. So,
Stop it, you nasty.
like Jahan said, Kentucky did lose. I'm sorry, Megan. I know you've been high on them.
They're
but
not
they
my
did
team.
lose.
I just
No,
remember
I know.
John saying
No,
they
I know.
ain't shit, they
No,
ain't
I
gonna
know.
do shit, and then they
They
crack
don't
the
do
top
No,
five.
you know who's really shocking people is Tennessee. They beat 4 ranked teams this year. 4. This
Interesting.
Tennessee team is not to mess with.
UNC was
This
not
S-
ranked when they beat them.
This
Shout out to
SC
Jacob Kime, longtime Tennessee Volunteers fan.
Yeah.
This SEC tournament is going to be
AJ.
really interesting because you got Auburn, you got Kentucky, you got Alabama, and you got Tennessee. I think it's going to, even though I'm a Tar Heel fan like Jahan and Cool, I think that's going to be a really exciting tournament to watch. So, yeah, look out. That tournament is
Jahan, this message is for
definitely
you.
one of the main ones.
Okay, and so that's the thing. Just nasty.
That's all I have to
No,
say.
I that's the thing. Like it's it doesn't really necessarily matter your rank. Like all these teams are gonna go in. They got
All
a bid to the
all
tournament.
those teams
And
I
as we know,
named are
anything
gonna-
can happen.
All those teams I named are going to probably be highly ranked in the NCAA tournament, I think, in my
Right.
opinion. And it's going to be a great SEC tournament. It's going to prove that one of these teams is, or maybe even a few of these, could fight towards the championship. Maybe we have 2 in the Final Four. Who knows?
Joseph, tell me whatever you were gonna say, and then also will you answer who do you think is the toughest team out of the top 25?
Okay, I'll answer your question first. Auburn. I think Auburn is the toughest team out the first
Yeah.
because number one, they're aggressive, they're feisty, they rebound, they can shoot the 3, and they're just relentless. And one thing I've realized about them is I watched them against Alabama, and they came back in Alabama's house when the whole team was rocking, when they were up by like 10 plus points. I like Auburn. I like what Bruce Pearl's got going on there. In a degree, I feel like they could have won the game against they could have won the national championship, but didn't. But I think they're going to come back. What I will say is I do think the toughest conference this year, as far as like how teams are kind of beating each other up and moving forward, is the Big 12. And I think
it's rough.
I think
It
whoever
is.
is going to, I think a Big 12 team is going to make a title run because just when you want to promote one team, another team comes out the mix and comes in. Like you got Kansas, who's sitting here still coming down. They beat, I believe, Baylor back like a couple weeks ago or so.
They did.
Baylor's still a good team.
But Kansas got beat by who?
Texas.
Hook 'em.
Exactly. That's my point. Texas
You
got
just
them.
want to say Texas because
got
it
them.
rhymes with Lexus.
Even then, after all of those teams, you still have Iowa State. They're a good team that's going to make a tournament. I think the best tournament conference-wise is going to be the team. Whoever comes out of the Big 12 as far as the leader is going to have a battle-tested team ready for the NCAA tournament. To Jahan's point, though, about North Carolina, I do think at 18-8, with the first-year head coach after your famed Hall of Fame coach retires, is not a bad year. I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
sure
I
what the
agree. I
expectations.
agree. Absolutely agree.
I'm not sure what the expectations were for you guys, but I think
Final
the
Four.
expectations are kind
Final
of
Four
No.
every year. Final Four is the expectation every
I
year.
have to disagree with
Hold on.
you
I
on.
have to disagree with that because at the end of the
I
day,
do too.
this is
It's a
Hubie Brown.
transition year.
This
It
is
is a
not
transition.
Roy Williams.
Cool
So
is
with a
ready
new
to punch a
coach,
baby.
You can talk all that championship and everything. He's got to build his own team.
So
He's
Blue
got to
Blood,
build his brand.
slow down.
I think this is a good season. I think the reason why I think you need to lower your expectations and kind of temper them for each year with him. I think 18-8. I take it as a Maryland Terp fan. Look at us.
Y'all bummy.
Why do y'all
Anyway,
get too
Shut up,
emotional?
Jahan.
slide down to James. We're gonna slide down to James. It's his turn. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
you know
Temple
what?
University.
You know what? Joseph made a lot of good points. I agree with a lot of what Joseph said,
did
especially
too.
about Auburn. And I also agree that I think they're definitely the toughest team as well.
Yes.
If I had to make a comparison, I really think this current Auburn team reminds me of the Baylor team from last year that won the
Yes.
championship.
Ooh.
Good
I like
comparison.
that.
Because a lot of what Joseph was saying about their grit, the toughness, the mentality on the floor they bring
Megan
in
went to
night
go
in,
get her
night out.
blanket.
And, you know, Bruce Pearl obviously doing a great job coaching that team too. So I think when it comes to this tournament here in March, I think that Auburn Tigers are going to be a problem. And I don't think they're a team that a lot of people are going to want to see in the tournament.
I agree 100% real quick before Dom goes. I agree 100%. I think this Auburn team's phenomenal. They love playing for their coach. They play every night like it's like even if it's a small team and they're supposed to win by 50, they play every night
Bold
with
take right now.
100% energy.
Bold take right now. Auburn doesn't make the Elite Eight.
How much you want to bet on that, Jahan?
I'll put 5 shots on that.
Huh?
I'll put 5 shots on that.
All right, let's go.
All right, bet.
I would say that's actually a pretty
You're
safe
right,
bet.
Dom. It's a new year. It's
I'll-
our year.
I'll
It's
be-
another season.
Oh,
It's
there we go.
upon
I,
us.
I knew. I was like, she went off camera to get her blanket. I knew it.
Auburn doesn't make
Blanket
the
up.
Let's
Let's go.
everybody wear blankets. Blanket game.
It's
You
we're
heard
changing the name of the show. It's the blanket off.
5-shot big.
Here, listen. I'll be quick, real quick. The SEC this year is what the Big Ten pretends to be every other year, with a multitude of teams in the top 25. The difference is the Big Ten, they'll put 6 teams in the tournament, and 5 of them are out after the first weekend. Shout out to Michigan for proving how fraudulent a top 5 team Purdue is. Michigan, it's sad. Like they might not even make the NIT, and I'm not a State Hoops fan, but that's all I got. Cool, your turn.
So I'll agree that I
COVID
think
itching.
Auburn is probably the team to beat, but I also want people to consider Gonzaga, and not because they're number one, but because they have Chet Holmgren and company.
Okay.
So let's not forget Chet Holmgren, right? He's got help, but he's the guy. As far as conference, I would actually agree with Dom. The SEC has 5 teams in the top 25
Are you
at this
you
point in the
sure?
season.
This is being recorded, right?
Yes, sir. So I think that's the conference. I want to hop over to the Tar Heels real quick. 8 losses is not a good season for the Tar Heels.
No, it's not.
That's not a good season, especially when they're ridiculous
check out
losses
this
that you should
blanket,
not
though.
have.
Even
So-
for a rookie head coach.
I don't
Yes.
care if I'm
They
coach.
lost last night to Pittsburgh.
Amy?
That
See
loss
that?
last
Not
night
acceptable.
is unacceptable on any
That is
level.
unacceptable. That is
Ooh,
unacceptable.
Y'all see
Iverson
that?
is on
So
So
there.
if
wow.
you finish the year 25-8,
You see that, James?
winner of the ACC and going into the top 4 seed in the tournament, that's not a good season.
We still lost
For
to
a rookie head
Pittsburgh.
No,
We lost to
because we have
Pittsburgh.
8 losses.
Right. That's a terrible year.
I think y'all are
So-
Especially
trippy. I think y'all
Courtney's
sitting on
fuzzy
that trippy
blankets.
juice.
Fuzzy blankets are better. This is fuzzy.
So just
Stand
want
up.
to say that as well.
Stand
Um,
up.
But to top off the conversation with the top 25, I think there's a lot of fluidity. Also want to make the point that the ACC is having a horrible year overall.
Yes, they are.
Duke's the only team ranked in the top 25. So it's
Right.
not just UNC. So it's even more disappointing when we have 8 losses, a lot of them are in conference, and it's a down year for the conference.
By 20 points, too. A lot of them are 20-point losses.
Boy, y'all could tell
Trash
y'all
losses.
forgot about the years of Sean Montgomery back before Roy Williams got there because y'all are spoiled as hell.
Sean
Sean
Montgomery.
Who was
Roy
Sean
Williams, the safety or the wide receiver?
The coach before Roy
I'm
Williams
just
with North
kidding.
Carolina.
I'm just kidding.
Right, you got.
I knew who
They
you
forgot
meant.
about
Just
this
kidding.
year
Talking about
when they were
Darby.
pretty much going
kidding.
like,
You talking about Matt Darby?
huh?
You
Are
talking
you
about
talking about
Darby?
Matt Darby?
Whoever the coach was before
It was Darby.
Roy Williams.
But yeah, hold up. We ain't talking about that. That's fucking 20 years ago.
But that's my
Right.
point.
Okay, so
You are
I'm
so
gonna put my take
spoiled.
in.
But that's my point. You were
Since
so
then, we don't
spoiled
want
in the
national
last 20
championship.
years.
Order in the court.
Because if you
Yeah.
sit here and going to tell me 25-8, top 4 seed makes it to the final, like with the Sweet 16 or Elite 8 for a rookie head coach, even as
It's a down
storied as
year.
you guys are, it's
Down
considered a
year. We
failure.
won 3
It's a
national
down year.
championships
It
this
is a
year.
Joe.
down year.
Y'all are tripping.
We do need to move
Okay,
on, but
Y'all
Joe,
are tripping.
right now we're 18-8.
Y'all are
Stop
tripping.
projecting
I
fantasy
will,
futures.
I
We're
will
18 and
chime
8.
in on this.
That's a down year.
Y'all are
Megan,
tripping.
your
I will
turn.
chime in on this. Plenty of y'all told me that the Spurs were going through growing pains and that it was a transition couple seasons for us, right? Doesn't matter that Popovich is still there. It still sucks losing. I get it. But if we make the playoffs this year, I'm going to be satisfied.
Hell no.
Like if we were able to hit 500 this season, I would be satisfied for this period of time.
Absolutely.
As a fan, of course, I want to see us do better. Our winning percentage is like 75%. Like I want to keep that up. You know what I mean? But the fact, and it sucks. It's hard to watch. So I understand how y'all feel kind of downtrodden about that. As watching, you're not as great as you normally are. You're a dynasty, and you can't take that away from you guys. But you're gonna have transition years, and this is one of them. You just got to grow.
Thank you.
Nah,
Megan,
we
to
had
your
too
point.
many transition
Megan, to
years.
your point.
We had too many transition
I'm a
years.
Ravens fan, one of the most
Yeah.
successful
Like,
franchises
look at
in
it this
football.
way.
I'm used to going to the
Your
playoffs
floor-
every year. When I don't go to the playoffs,
Your floor
I think
for
it's a
being
bad,
bad
I
was
don't think
much
it's a
higher
bad
than the
year all the
Pistons'
time.
floor.
Check it. Check it.
Right.
Something
Okay.
about to happen to Carolina basketball that has not happened since 1965. We have not finished
Wow,
outside of the
Courtney.
top 25 in the final AP poll since 1965.
The game
Okay,
isn't
I
over.
get that. But
No.
we made the playoffs 23 years in a row in the professional.
No way.
It still happens. 23
A
years in a row.
couple years
Shit
ago,
happens.
y'all were in the NIT.
No. I'm talking about 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row. This is happening. Carolina
Okay,
basketball
hold on.
has fell out of the top 25 AP poll for 3 years in a row. This has not happened since.
Oh,
19
you're saying you've been in it at some point.
Yes.
I thought you
Okay,
meant
so now
finish.
We're gonna
Okay.
slide over to
You were
women.
in it
Slide
early
over
this
to the
season.
women's.
Hey,
Okay.
We're
Okay.
gonna slide over
Megan
to
Show.
the women's real quick. We're gonna slide over, guys.
Mother, he could be in the
Slide
COVID
over
year.
to the women's. So the top 25 in women's, we got, who's at number 1, South Carolina, Dawn Staley and the crew. Number 2, Stanford. Number 3,
Cock
Louisville.
of
Number
games.
4, NC State.
NC
Four-
State.
or five- Yes. Number 5 is
Wolfpack.
Indiana. Number 6 is Iowa State. Number 7 is Baylor. 8, Arizona. 9, Michigan. 10, UConn. 11 is LSU with their brand new coach.
Michigan.
12 is Tennessee. 13 is Maryland. 14 is Texas. 15 is OU, who just got beat by Texas last night. 16 is Georgia Tech. 17 is Florida. 18 is Ohio State. 19 is Notre Dame. 20 is BYU. You got Georgia at 21, Iowa at 22. 23 is Virginia Tech. Number 24 is UNC. And then 25, you got Florida Gulf Coast University.
FGC.
Yo. I couldn't even get the letters out. Shout out to Florida Gulf Coast.
Yeah,
Yes.
Florida Gulf Coast.
So,
All right, guys.
city are they in?
Bill, you go ahead and start us off on the
Okay.
women's. I know that you're a UConn fan, but if you want to talk to us not only about what UConn has going on, but will you also pick what team you think is the hardest team out of the women's right now?
actually, to be honest, I know this is terrible to say as a UConn fan. I've not really paid attention to our team lately. I'm just not in tune with
Courtney?
it, really. But the women's game, there have been really good games this week. Like Arizona State beat Arizona, who was number 6, but Arizona just beat them. Northwestern beat number 4 Michigan, Nebraska beat number 5 Indiana. And the toughest team's got to be South Carolina and Dawn Staley. They're always in there for the Final Four, fighting for a championship. They're such a good team. And
Okay,
have been for a long while.
Completely agree. It's surprising to see UConn where they are, but they're still top 10. You know what I mean? Like they're going through several injuries.
Especially
Azzy Fudd
Paige. Yep.
Right. Azzy Fudd has been over there balling though. Like
She
straight up,
has.
she's a
She
freshman.
really. That's the one thing I've really been paying attention to. Ashley Fudd is playing really, really well, and I
Well-
really like how she's playing.
Go
You
ahead,
know
But
who
I-
I'm rolling with. You know
But
who
I
I'm
got
with.
South Carolina.
I
NC
think NC State has a really good shot at winning it all. In terms of South Carolina being the standard, they lost to them this year by like 9 points, but the year before with a similar team, they beat them. So they know how to play South Carolina if it came down to it. I honestly think, and I was actually talking to Kai's father about this like 2 days ago.
What
They
the fuck,
really
Megan?
very
You didn't
well
tell me
could
we were
win it
doing
all.
shots.
And to be totally honest with you, I would love it because Kai's last year in high school, they won the state title and she hit the game-winning shot to do it. I would love for her to leave NC State with the national championship. And I honestly think that they can win it all. And I'm not even saying that because of family. I've seen how their defense is. They can play inside, outside, and they're like, if you remember in college basketball, Mike Anderson called it the 40 minutes of hell, where it's just nonstop, relentless defense, back and forth.
Right.
Those girls can get out of a jam in any moment. UConn, I don't think people fear them the way they used to.
I agree.
And I
They've
think
been hurt
the
though.
reason being
Just
is
this
because
season.
teams are better.
They've been hurt. They've been hurt too. Like we haven't seen a full UConn this year, in my opinion. Like we haven't seen UConn.
Tyler would know if he was on.
100%.
Megan, you did that. You know what that means?
What? I did this.
Fucking Wolfpack. It's a
Oh.
wrestling thing.
I'm gonna say this.
That's the
I
whole-
feel like South Carolina is the team to beat. I
No,
haven't
fuck the
seen
Horn.
anybody. I haven't seen anybody that will be able to match them for 40 minutes. Like out of anybody that I've seen. Missouri did it. That's their only blemish on the season. However, Missouri, that game slowed the game down for South Carolina. I don't foresee that happening again. I
I
think Don
agree.
took a lot from that game, and it's been a different South Carolina team since. It's their title to lose. Listen, if NC State's a Final Four contender, I'll agree with you on that. However, this South Carolina team is something like we haven't
Yes.
seen in a long time.
100%. That's what I've been saying.
I just think, like, look, Don Staley's on a different tier than everybody else. Shout out to Kim Mulkey because this LSU team is reaching heights they haven't seen.
Because they started unranked. They
Yes.
started unranked.
Shout out to
You
Kim
gotta shout
Mulkey.
that out.
I mean, if you want to give her Coach of the Year, cool. I'm with you giving her Coach of the Year. If you want to give the girl at Florida for coming in as interim coach and getting them to where they are now, Coach of the Year, cool. However, Don Staley's on a mission right now, and when they get there, whoever beats South Carolina is gonna play 39 and a half minutes. And they're gonna
What's
give
NC
you
State
everything.
ranked right now?
4.
And they beat
Okay,
the same
my-
South Carolina team that Don Staley had last year, which is most of the people.
My
started
only
this
hope
year.
is to
They
see
can play
NC
with
State and South Carolina on different sides of the bracket because that's the finals I think that we all want to see.
Right. James, you
That's
got
all I got
anything
to say.
on
Go
the
ahead,
side?
James.
Honestly, I really think Louisville has a legit chance.
They just lost, to you, by the way. Tar Heels just beat them.
Oh, y'all
You
came
let
back
the
and beat
man
them?
I got you,
finish.
but I mean, it's a long season. Everything happens, but I think if this is a team that gets hot and when the tournament starts, they're going to be as good as
I mean, they're
anybody. And
22-2. They're 22
they could,
and 2.
yeah,
That's
exactly. They've only lost 2 games all year, so I really think they're a team that very well could be the last team standing.
Okay. Dom, you got anything to add to what you had to say or no?
Kind of echoing what James said, like the rankings right now, like, yeah, it means something, but teams get hot, teams get cold in conference tournaments, and I mean we've seen it in the women's tournament, in the men's tournament. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a 6 or a 7 end up in the lead 8, and
Arizona
a 4
last
seed
year.
could win it all. Exactly.
True.
Shout out to Crad
Very,
Smith and his Arizona support. Go ahead, Cool.
I mean, it's clearly South Carolina. I think Joseph makes a good point about NC State being a team that can contend. I think Stanford has a chance to contend as well.
Right.
But
I
in
forgot about
Louisville,
Stanford.
yeah, and no disrespect to Louisville, but I think they're just a little bit below those three teams. But that doesn't mean that
Say
they
it
can't
right,
still
though.
win it all. It doesn't mean they still can't win it
Say
all.
it right, though.
Because
With three teams?
so I'll repeat it for you, Joseph. South Carolina, Stanford, and NC State.
Oh,
I think Louisville is just a little bit below them. Not much. Just a hair.
Louisville.
Same thing,
Well,
dude.
Yeah, same thing, dude. Come on, man. I'm not from Detroit, bro. So
It's not. It was before
So,
I was born, but my family lived there.
yeah,
Louisville.
but so
I think-
South Carolina, I think it's definitely the best. Like I said, I think the top four teams is really who has a chance to go all the way. Now, are we going to get a surprise story with somebody being like a lower seed, probably hopping up and making
Thank you,
it
Tyler.
to a certain point? Absolutely.
Of
But
course. I mean, it's the tournament. It always happens.
yeah, it's all what's going to happen. But I foresee
It's the
at least three of the
best.
top four, making it deep into the tournament. And I'd love to see that South Carolina NC State or that South Carolina Stanford, or NC State Stanford, or one of those three teams matching up in some way or shape or fashion deep in the tournament. So I think it's
for winning NC State. I love you guys for that. I love it.
But yeah, it's just a matter of just, the best teams are kind of pulling away from the top. You're seeing it. You're watching them play. You kind of know who they are.
I agree with
it's-
Cool though. On a
it's
one
just you
Don't
gotta
turn
see
your
what
back on the
happens.
Wolf Pack.
I could see South Carolina losing to Stanford on a one game and do a die situation because Stanford
Okay,
is
so-
It can happen.
And that leads me to my take on it. I think I gotta agree with Tyler. Like, you can't sleep on Stanford repeating. Of course, obviously they're ranked number 2. They're not quite the same as what South Carolina has going on, but we saw them last year in the tournament, what they had to offer. And as we know, the tournament is not the same thing as regular season for these teams. Like, you get to go in with your ranking, you get to go in with your seeding, and that does help. But it's not the same thing. Like, there are upsets. UT lost to Abilene Christian last year.
Yeah.
You know,
Yo,
shit
shout
happens.
out Jay
Yeah,
Nelson,
Denzel Snipes.
ACU.
Got to shout out Abilene Christian. They did their thing, even though Jay is a UT fan. Like,
Hey, whoa.
UT fan,
I went to the
Evelyn
best.
Christian alum.
He's an ACU alum, though.
I went to the
But
best upset.
my thing about Stanford, hold on one second. Well, my thing about Stanford is they got somebody really, really special over there. And I hope that the Dallas Wings do something with their number 4 pick in the draft. I hope they go after Haley Jones. I want to see Haley Jones
Yes.
paired with Enrique
Yes.
Ogunwale. I want to see those two paired together. They're both sharp shooters, ridiculous shooters. And so that's my hope. Like, Dallas Wings, they have the number 4 and the number 6 pick.
Let's
But
go.
then-
Dallas Wings, zombie shock.
I love it. I love that you're supporting it. My thing about the Dallas Wings is, I got to talk to their GM the other day, and he said that he was not too worried about the draft. I mean, obviously, when you have the number 4 pick, you know what's going on. You know what I mean? But you have the number 4 and the number 6 pick, and so his comment was, hold on one second. His comment was that he was ready to go to the season with the squad he has now. So I know he's going to be very selective with that number 4 pick. And then he is probably going to sell. I think they're going to sell the number 6 pick, but I hope they pursue Haley Jones. I hope she's still available at number 4 because Stanford has a squad on them. And do y'all know who Haley Jones is? She's the one with the big hair.
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
Bright skin girl with the big hair.
That's why you like her.
So good. Well, Shaka.
I was going to say that shocking.
But I like I said, I think you can't count out Stanford. I do agree with Jahan though. You got to give Komofi Coach of the Year. Like, you got
to.
There she is. It's her first year with LSU, and she took them from unranked to number 11. Right now, the season's not even over. Like, that's amazing, outstanding, and so excited to see what championship week and the tournament brings. I was reminded that I'm rarely home for my daughter's birthday because it's during March Madness.
Hey,
Here's to the tournament.
Shout out
Kennedy's
to
birthday's
Bunny.
the 19th. Yeah, her birthday's the 19th, and she'll be 15. So shout out to Bunny.
Hey.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
All right, guys, we're gonna slide over to the last topic because I knew our first two were gonna take a while. We're gonna do the NBA
Get your
All-Star
face out the
preview.
camera. Why are you
Why?
all right here?
Go ahead, Megan. Go ahead, Megan. Guys that are talk, please.
I know. I think majority of us don't have any predictions for the game because the game is always so boring. But if you have predictions for the skills tournament, the 3-point, and the dunk contest, let's talk about those. Will you start us off?
Well, I know I'm gonna get hate for this, for the dunk contest. As much of a Tar Heel fan I am, I love Cole Anthony, but I've got Jalen Green winning because that guy's got bunnies.
I agree.
That guy's got bunnies for days. That guy can jump. If you've seen his vertical, he can dunk. John, let me finish. That guy can dunk. And then for the 3-point, I know you got good shooters like Trey, and others, but I'm going with Fred VanVleet. I've always loved Fred VanVleet.
I like that take. I like that take.
I've always liked.
He's streaky.
Can I talk, please? Thank you. I'm sorry. I think he's a great player. I've always liked him ever since he was at Wichita State, and I thought his story is awesome. Like, he was a great college player, wasn't really regarded, was behind Kyle Lowry. Now he's starting. He's a great player. And for the skills, I think, honestly, I'm not excited to watch the skills. I'm going to watch it because it's All-Star Weekend. But I miss the old format where it was guards against guards. And now it's like Team Antetokounmpo versus Team Cleveland versus Team Rookies. I think it's stupid. But I'm actually going for Team Rookies because I just like the guys on it. I think it's like Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham, and someone else. But I'm going for Team Rookies.
So,
all right, Joseph.
Is Cade gonna participate? I don't even know.
My favorite.
I hope he does.
My favorite event that I am looking for is Team Rookies and Team Sophomores.
Me too.
Because I love the young players of this game.
Same.
Yes, the G League.
What
the
I
G
think,
League
like Evan Mobley. I love all of these young guys out here that I think are going to be the future stars of this game. So I'm very excited to see what these guys can do because these guys have great talent on them. And,
yes, they do.
I do, to your point about VanVleet, and the one thing about that, when it comes to the 3-point contest, you just have to get on fire and be streaky. And
who's in the 3-point contest?
Huh?
Who's in the 3-point contest?
People. A lot of so many to name.
It's a lot.
No, it's only like 6 or 8 guys.
Right.
You got it, Cool?
I got it. I can give it to you.
With Tyler just
run
said.
it down.
Go ahead.
All right, it's CJ McCollum.
It's good to see these guys and how they impact their NBA teams as a whole. But now you're bringing them together on a court where they're playing for each other, which unlike the All-Star game where, the veterans are going to kind of like let everybody get their way and do their thing. These guys are actually going to try to show people, hey, I deserve a place in this league, and this is why. I'm going to show up in this All-Star game, and I'm going to show you why this team that drafted me is very excited to have me and move forward. Evan Mobley, in my opinion, I think is going to be a serious player in the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
He's better than Jalen Green by a lot.
Once he finds his signature shot, he'll be like not as lethal. Let me be very clear, like not as lethal from shooting wise as Dirk, but a good shooter to be able to stretch the floor like Dirk did.
Can I say something on top of that real quick before we go to James? I agree. Evan Mobley is a really good talent. He's playing alongside Jared Allen, and he's learning alongside him. And then
my favorite two bigs.
I like the Cavs.
Two great bigs, and I think the Cavs are a fun team, and he makes them exciting with Garland and Sexton and Markkanen's okay. Love's okay. but like Jared Allen
Love
is
has had
probably
a really good season, actually.
Yes, he
and
is.
one thing I want to say about Kevin Love,
Shout out to Kevin Love and my man boner.
God.
we know. Kevin Love, you know what? He had another season where he just really turned it around, and I'm surprised because I thought Kevin
because
Love
he
was
went
better.
through
I
mental
was
issues,
extremely
didn't he?
critical. He came out and was talking
Depression.
about.
Well, I mean,
You're right,
he's
and
a
I
senior
really
citizen.
stop it.
Shut
It
up.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You
But
didn't
here's
tell
the
me
thing.
nothing about Kevin Love.
He spoke out about it, and I just respect that so much.
I do too.
Devin Vassell should be on the sophomore squad. Good job,
Fuck
RJ.
yeah, he should.
He's
Shout out to
averaging 17
FSU.
points a game. Yeah, he's averaging 17 points a game right now.
Okay, I'm done
Go
proving
ahead.
my
I'd have
point.
Devin
Wait,
Vassell
hold on,
than
James.
Killian Hayes.
Hey,
James, before you go, cool. Will you tell us who is in the 3-point contest?
I sure will. So CJ McCollum, Trey Young, Zach LaVine, Desmond Bain, Carl Anthony Towns, Fred Van Vliet, Luke Kennard, and Patty Mills.
Kennard.
Watch out for Patty Mills. That's all I got to
Luke
say.
Kennard.
Go ahead and James.
Luke Kennard forever unclean.
Luke Kennard's way better than Donovan Mitchell, right? That's why we drafted him first.
Yep.
Oh, good job, y'all.
I'm gonna go throw up. I'll be right back.
I'm going with Ice Trey's going to win the 3-point contest.
Okay.
This is a guy that pretty much torched the Philadelphia 76ers in the playoffs last year. It was tough to watch, honestly, but yeah, the guy's got long range. He can pull up from 40 feet at will, and I think he's gonna get it this year, man. Ice Trey, they call him Ice Trey for a reason. It's because he's cold.
Trey to gang.
Because he's ice cold, so I really think I think Trey's gonna win it this year.
What about dunk contest?
I like that take. I
got Jalen Green winning.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Cool. You got the dunk contest reps as well. I know you do, or it's 2 clicks away.
I have it.
Go ahead. Thank you,
Cole
Thank you,
Anthony.
Cool. That's why
No
they call
problem.
you Cool.
Maybe.
That ain't
So
a
we got
lot.
Cole
Maybe.
Anthony, Juan Toscano Anderson, Obi Toppin, and Jalen Green.
Ooh, Obi top.
Okay.
Ooh, Obi
I got
Toppin dunk is delight, you know?
I got Obi Toppin in the dunk contest. I got Tyler's high school buddy CJ McCollum in the 3-point contest. Skills, I don't give a shit because the mayor's not in it, although he is a 1, maybe 2-time winner. I know he won it once. Go ahead, Cole.
Oh, Dinwiddie. Duh.
Well,
Let me be
one
quick and brief. All I want for Christmas, my 2 front teeth.
One thing is, I want to see Dom's Sadiq Bey in the 3-point contest because that dude can
Oh.
really light it up.
Me too. I would.
Go ahead,
I would
Cole.
like to see that. What I want to
I'm gonna
see
go-
is Cade Cunningham not get hurt in that game.
True.
But it
actually
doesn't
gonna
matter because
agree with
we're getting
Dom
the number 1
on the
pick.
dunk contest, and I'm gonna go Obi Toppin for the
Okay.
dunk contest.
Mega.
And
Wait. Not to
Mega.
interrupt. That's twice you agreed with me in one show. Are you feeling all right?
Check your
What's
stuff.
if you
Take
give
this
me a
man's
moment,
temperature. Take this man's temperature.
if you
Rectum.
give me a moment, I'm actually agreeing with you in the 3-point contest too. But you cut me off before I could finish.
Let the man speak, y'all.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
I think CJ McCollum has something to prove, right? You know, he got moved at the deadline. You know, now he's kind of like on a different team and stuff. So maybe he just want to go out there and remind everybody who CJ McCollum is. This is a perfect stage to do that. You just got to New Orleans. Go out, you win this, you let people know I'm that dude.
Okay.
And I don't care about
All
the
right.
skills
Well,
challenge.
I'm gonna say
It was a nickname
not-
or something, but what was it? Cool said colder than a polar bear's toenail.
Cooler than a polar bear's toenail.
I really feel like what I'm most excited about, I feel like the dunk contest is going to be really good. I'm going to go with Jalen Green because I just feel like the dude got major ups. Like Obi Toppin is cool. He
Yeah.
definitely comes from,
Highlight reel.
he comes from that dynasty of Dunker's Delight. You know what I mean? That's his dad. His brother is a major dunk. He plays for Kentucky, in case you didn't know.
Yes, he does.
You know,
What number is Kentucky ranked?
4.
0. Just kidding.
He said 0. But I'm gonna say Jalen Green in that one. I'm gonna take Patty Mills in 3-point contest because
Your boy.
he was a
Homer.
bench role player. He was a role player in San Antonio and he's a role player in Brooklyn. But he's gone to Brooklyn. He's become more of a starter. And
Yes, yeah.
I just think he is so cold with the 3-point.
I'm watching him right now.
I
against
would
my
give him a
Wizards
better
while we
chance
talk.
when he was a role player, though, because back when the 3-point contest was great, it was, Craig Hodges and, Tim Legler. Like, typically, it's not stars that win it. It's sharpshooters off the bench.
Right. But the thing I'm most excited about, because obviously I hate the team captain format. I prefer East versus West.
Thank you.
Wait a minute.
Thank you. Thank
The
you.
We
East
all
has
do.
caught up to the
We
West
all
as
do.
far as the East has caught up about being competitive with the West again. So it's time to go back to that format. Like I know why they did team
Hell
captains.
yeah.
East wasn't
Did it?
East wasn't very competitive for a while, but
Let
they have
Megan talk.
absolutely caught up. They're incredibly competitive. But I want to go back to the East versus West format. But
Yep.
my favorite thing that they're doing is they made the Rising Stars not just a game; it's like a play-in tournament. Like you get a chance.
And
of
G
3
League
games.
players are in it.
Or no, 2 games, 3 games. You have two teams that are. You have 4 teams that play each other in the first round, and then you have a championship round.
And aren't G League guys in it?
Didn't the
there's-
NBA
There's one on each
briefly,
team.
when it was still East
you
and
have
West,
rookies,
didn't they
you have
go?
sophomores. You have 4 teams comprised of rookies, sophomores, and G League players.
That's awesome.
And then they play
Oh,
each
yeah.
other, and then the winners play each other in the championship. And I love that. That gives the new guys a chance to show their talents right there. And I'm so excited about that. That's probably my favorite part. But I think we're gonna have a good dunk contest. Like, it's been something where the stars don't necessarily want to participate, but we got some young up and comers, Obi Toppin, Jalen Green. We got some of these guys that are so good, but they're not necessarily like the best in the league as far as players. So they're willing to go out there
Oh yeah.
and give it a chance. So I'm really excited for the dunk contest.
Well,
I hope
it's
it's like
like-
Zach LaVine
It's like
and Aaron Gordon. I hope it's a repeat of that.
it's like the 3-point contest. Like the best dunkers aren't the stars. Like the
We
stars
need-
might be the best dunkers,
The
but they
dunk
don't want to
contest
be in the dunk
needs-
contest.
The dunk contest needs Ja Morant. It needs Ja
Absolutely.
Morant.
No.
Okay.
I can
see
so
both
tonight,
sides.
The dunk
to end the
contest
show,
needs 1994 Isaiah Ryder.
Go ahead.
tonight to end of the show, me and Jahan decided that JJ and Cool both brought it tonight. And so you guys are both going to get a joint ending the segment. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. It could be basketball, could be whatever. You each get a minute and a half, couple of minutes. Y'all talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Joseph, you go first.
I
and
have
Wise-
one
Remember that
question real
show?
quick. Are we doing our shout
What's-
outs before our show shout outs before we hit it?
After.
Okay.
Well, I appreciate the congratulations and the honor of winning as a debate tonight. I very much have been very excited. You guys don't realize how much this show, I look forward to everything. Megan, you and I, of course, have had several conversations over the couple months about how desperate I was to get back on and then actually being on. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm getting back into the fold, so I'm just happy to be on the show. You guys will see me the way it looks like with my schedule pretty much every week. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to talk to you guys. I'm happy to also get to know other people that are a part of you guys group when it comes to like sideline sports and like Chris, Jay's friend, couch coach and things like that. And Cool, got a chance to meet you through everyone else. Happy to be here. My first, I guess you could say, successful debate. I look for more to come, but I'm glad to be here.
Welcome to the NBA carousel, by the way.
Thank you. I am very happy to be there for you guys.
Wizards rep.
All right, Cool. What do you want to talk about?
2 quick things. First thing is I'm one of the few people that really enjoy the All-Star Celebrity Game. Unfortunately, I will not be able to watch it because I'll be on playcallsportstalk.com, but that's okay. It'll be on YouTube later that night, and I'll watch it in its entirety. And I am tired of the All-Star Game. I don't like the draft I think that's ridiculous. I think it's played out. I think it was fine for a couple of years to do something different, but I think it's played out. It's kind of ran its course. It's not necessary any longer, and it's something we need to go back to what we were doing that was successful before. I think the timing is also a little late. We're starting the game at 8 p.m. now, right? I mean, why can't we move that back to like 5, 6 to give people an opportunity to watch the entire game and still be able to get to bed, take care of whatever else they need to take care of on that night? So I think NBA needs to kind of think about what they're doing with the All-Star game. And one other quick thing, I think for the All-Star game, whoever wins, East or West, if you go back to the right format, you then get home court advantage for the NBA Finals.
Yeah, didn't they do that before?
I love it.
A few years ago, didn't they do that?
Okay,
Like
and so it's
five-
kind of similar to what I feel like we should do for the Pro
Baseball.
Bowl in the NFL. Take the last 2 seeds, have them fight it out for the number 1 draft pick. And so then have
Yeah.
the East or the West battle it out for home court advantage in the finals. I love it.
That's
I love
how
it.
real fantasy football leagues are.
I like the
so you
East
can't
Coast,
tank.
West Coast. I like the basketball one that you have, Megan.
Okay, all
I'm
y'all
not
chiming
really-
in about the MLB in the comments. I am not talking about them today. Fuck them.
Yeah, screw the MLB.
This is
right
a
now.
basketball show, y'all. This is basketball.
I'm
Well
also-
said.
I'm not a fan.
Not
of
talking
the,
about them right now.
the football.
Ugh.
The football concept, I'm kind of agree to disagree because I'm not a fan of it, but I respect people for feeling how they feel. I'm with you guys.
Started the Pro Bowl's being so boring.
So
Yes.
Just fold it
but the
away.
thing is,
Unwatchable.
the way it
Because
was,
And-
Tyler,
or take it back to
I'm gonna tell
Hawaii.
you why. Look, don't you just got me started. This is why. Because they're fucking with my good season. That's why.
Right.
okay.
When
Now,
I
to
Corey-
say-
your point, though, I do think East
Simeon,
versus West should
Sager,
get back.
Simeon. I signed all of them. They're fucking
Don't
up my
worry.
season right
We'll
now.
we'll
I'm
still
so
we'll
pissed
still
off
see
at them.
baseball.
I just want to say shout out to
The season's 11 months a year.
shout
So
out
many
to
people
James on
talking.
being the first champion of the debates. Shout out to Joseph and Cool winning the night. Shout out to Will Vogel for coming on as always. Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Dom, it ain't always a pleasure, but thank you for being on tonight. You
You got your PhD, did you?
As always, take care of yourself and take care of your family.
Wait.
Wait, no, one more thing. Say it.
What's that?
So, I wanted to announce.
You know what?
Some big news, and Dom can tell you more about it.
Oh, God. You got your script?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
On
wrote it
March
down.
6th. On March 6th at 8 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook, the Old School Hoops show will be hosted by Jacob Christner, Jay Nelson, Dom DeRubis, and I.
let's go!
Oh,
Lit.
2000s and back.
What is this?
Telling you all the reasons why LeBron
Go
couldn't
ahead, Dom.
exist in any other era.
Dom, go ahead and explain it to them.
And you will.
I'll
be
let
wrong
you do
about
the
that.
explaining.
That is a terrible
I
take.
just told you. It's 2000s and it's grainy footage from the 1940s when they wore the shortest of the short shorts. It was all white guys. We're gonna tell you why.
You realize
We're gonna
LeBron's
tell you-
athleticism puts
We're gonna
people in
tell
that
you why
era of shame,
LeBron
right?
is not 1/4 of the man that Pete Maravich was.
Mute
But
Dom.
that's it. It's gonna be fun.
What show is
We'll
this
have
again?
And he's not
Megan,
5%
mute
of
Dom.
the athlete LeBron
Old
is.
school hoops
So-
show.
Megan, mute Dom because LeBron would
Hey,
exist.
wait.
in-
LeBron
Oh,
would
yeah,
exist
and-
he's
and
talking
exist
about
in
every
Westbrook would be a great
That
rebounder
cannot
in
be
any era,
argued,
right?
that cannot be disputed.
Don't cut me
Yeah,
off. It's my
this
show
nigga's a great
that I'm
rebounder.
talking about.
I'm in the
Joe, it's a show with Dom, myself.
A show with
Jacob
Dom. That's a
Christner.
party foul right there.
Shut up, Jahan.
A show with Dom.
Adults are
You
I'm
talking.
on many
Jahan.
shows. How many shows are on you? Are you
Jahan,
on, sir?
adults are talking.
A show with Dom. Thank you. That's like the worst thing you could start with.
Are you
No, Will
kidding
got
me?
you.
I'm so excited.
Joseph, you do your
John.
shout outs. Joseph, you do your shout outs real quick. If there was anybody or any shows that you want to shout out or
Can't
anything
wait,
you got
Dom.
going on, shout it out. And then James follow him, then Dom,
A
then
show with
I got
Dom.
I will shout out all of you guys.
I love you, Jahan.
Everyone. NBA Carousel, NFL Carousel, Sports Arena, Say What, Say It Again, Play Colors, Sip Off, The Gauntlet, everyone. I do want to shout out a player. Number 3 for the NC State Lady Wolfpack, Kai
Bam.
Crutchfield.
Can you show your face when you're doing your shout outs? Thanks. Good Lord.
And she's
Blanky.
actually a good follow on Instagram. Kai is. She posts a lot of good content on there for you to check out, kind of
cool.
see what kind of person she is. I
Kai
follow her
what?
on Instagram. Kai Crutchfield.
Kai
I
what?
mean,
Yeah.
I mean, her cousin shouting her out, but he ain't even
I'm
showing
actually
his face.
wearing her shirt. She has a
Jahan,
clothing
shut
line,
up.
and I'm wearing her shirt. And so I'm big shout out to Kai and all of her beautifulness and everything about it.
Hi, Kai.
I like that.
Check out the sip off, Kai.
And the goal was, which I was going to try to surprise it was, and one day if I actually had the chance to go down there, whenever we had the show, I was just going to have her with me because I would have been at their house, and I would have just had her be here to listen to the show and talk about sports with you guys. But it didn't get a chance to work out that way. But who knows? When I get a chance to get down to North Carolina, I definitely will have her on.
North
I'm
Carolina.
following her right now.
Thank you,
Yo,
Cool. I really
I'm a-
appreciate that. She does
Like
a
a
good job.
helicopter.
She's really
I got a
definitely.
helicopter.
She's got her head on straight for sure.
She
Okay.
definitely does.
James, you got any shout outs?
Absolutely. Shout out to the NBA Carousel. I'm on there on Monday nights covering the Philadelphia 76ers, who are playing the Milwaukee Bucks right now. And then I'm also on the Sip Off when I can be here on Thursday nights. And then Saturday nights, of course, we have the Gauntlet, hosted by the Four Horsemen, hosted by Tyler Ingram, Jay Nelson, who weren't able to be with us tonight. Dom, also with us, though. So we got some good stuff covering the NFL. Shout out my conventional Kings fam. Shout out Mike Booth, Tyler Ingram. Shout out Moffitt Booth. And shout out to the real Slim Reaper, a.k.a. John Shear.
All right.
Damn.
Who's next? Go, Dom.
Dumb.
Dom Rubis. Dumb Rubis.
I can't believe I'm going
Reaper,
to be on
he
this
said.
Go ahead,
sports.
Dominic. We don't have all night, bro.
Dominic Dumb Rubis.
I know I'm a tough act to follow.
Let me compose myself. Monday, NBA Carousel, hosted by the Queen of Hoops, Megan Price. Thursday, kneecap biting with Smoking Jeremy B, and myself, and the Sip Off, and Alex Fleming's NFL Carousel when we're in season. Saturdays, the Gauntlet, Four Horsemen. Shout out to Sideline Sports. Go ahead, Cool.
I want to shout out the Gauntlet too, man. I like the Gauntlet. It's a very
Great
it's
show.
a very fun show to watch. I'm gonna be hopping back up there on there with you fellas soon. Of course, shout out to PlayCallerSportsTalk.com. Friday nights, dynamic duo of interactive sports talk. Myself and my
Shut up,
co-host
John.
at Box Talks on Twitter. At Box Talk Sports, on Twitter. Of course, the NBA Carousel on Monday nights. Of course, the Sip Off. And stay tuned. There's a project coming. It's a little down the line, not too far, but it's got another project coming.
No, not too far. If we talking about the same project.
Megan, you see
We
what's going
probably
on
are.
with the Jahan's team
Carousel
right now?
extension.
About to go to double overtime.
Who?
Jahan's Hornets and Heat are about to go into double
Jahan?
overtime.
Are you kidding
Jimmy
me?
Buckets for the win.
I'm done, JJ. I'm
Can I
done.
get my
It's
shout
not Jahan.
No,
Get
oh,
your
yeah.
shout outs, Jahan. Get your
Jahan,
shout
you
outs.
go then, Megan.
Good.
Shout out to my fellow
Shout
Hornets
out to
fan.
the best two co-hosts, Megan's titties.
Hey, let Jahan speak.
Shout out to Ice JJ Fish, with his Wolfpack. Shout out to my boy Cool McCain, playcallers.com. Get on him. Shout out to Dom, the Hobus. You know what it is.
Hobus.
Always.
Hovis.
Shout out to my boy JT Shiesty, Ice JJ Shiesty, Ice JT Shiesty, Justin Timberlake.
Oh, that Nine Locos kicking in, huh?
Yes, it is.
As always, it's a pleasure. Thank y'all for being on tonight. Thank y'all for all that supported us. Megan, Anthony, love y'all.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. Thank you so much for watching. We had the views up tonight. Appreciate all of y'all and all of y'all on the panel. Go share the show. Love y'all.
Maybe.